Hey everybody, Justin here with AmericanMuscle.com with my detailed review and install of AWE's Track Edition Catback exhaust system featuring their chrome tips, available for your 2015 and newer Mustang GT. So the AWE Track Edition Catback should appeal to any S550 GT owner out there looking to grab one of the most affordable muffler deleting catbacks on the site, one that will incorporate an H-pipe and help deliver plenty of volume in the process. Now, as far as the install is concerned, well guys, you're looking at a 100% bolt-on job, so 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter with some more detail later on. So the easiest and probably best way for me to describe this system from a sound aspect is that you're gonna be getting all of the volume of a Corsa Extreme, but without that high-pitched, almost exotic tone, and that's due to 2 big reasons. First and foremost, guys, you're looking at it, right? The incorporated H-pipe, which will help deliver that lower tone overall, that more thumping tone, as you guys heard with the sound clips. So with the Track Edition installed, don't expect that high-pitched, almost raspy tone that you're getting with the Corsa or some of the other more aggressive systems on the site. Secondly, again, this will be one of only a handful of muffler deleting catback options currently available on the site. Pipes does offer one that's actually a little bit more money than the AWE system, and Stainless Works offers something kind of similar, but it's not exactly a true muffler delete. So what does this all mean when it comes time to talk about sound with the Track Edition from AWE? Well guys, be ready to wake some neighbors because this thing is loud. Easy 5 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 to wake the neighbor scale. Definitely on par with the Corsa Extreme, the Flowmaster Outlaw, Borla Attack, and by the way, is more affordable than all 3 of the systems I just mentioned. However, inside the car, things were a different story completely. This thing really wasn't all that loud on the inside, if you can believe it, because yes, it's super aggressive on the outside. Now, typically with those muffler deletes, things can get loud and boomy pretty quick inside the car. Again, not the case here at the AWE system. Different RPM levels while cruising didn't really reveal any excessive drone. Let's talk a little bit more about how the AWE Track Edition gets its tone, and we've already covered most of the big points. Again, you have that incorporated H-pipe, but from there, everything flows downstream into the twin bullet-style resonators, straight through by design, just to help clean up the sound a little bit, but without really hurting your flow or performance. From there, things travel through the muffler-deleting axle backs, and finally out the 4-inch double-wall chrome tips etched with that AWE logo, which you can grab in black, by the way, for an additional 50 bucks. Now, everything is made from premium grade 304 stainless steel, beautiful welds, and everything is built right here in the USA. AWE actually claims some inherent performance benefits as well with their Track Edition system, and it kind of makes sense when you think about it. You're eliminating that restrictive factory resonator along with those mufflers, making for a very free-flowing system. Now, those guys actually claim 8 horsepower, 18 foot-pounds of torque at the crank, which to you guys should equate to roughly smaller single-digit numbers at the tire, and that's probably what you can expect here as far as best-case scenario, because in our experience, catbacks on the S550 typically aren't going to add a whole bunch of power by themselves. And for those of you guys who aren't really up to speed with the AWE name, here's what you need to know. They've been making some really high-end stuff for high-end European cars for almost 30 years now. BMW, Benz, McLaren, Bentley, cars like that. So obviously they know what they're doing, and they're going to be bringing that same knowledge and reputation into the Mustang field, starting with the S550. And I have to say, guys, so far from what I've seen, I've been very impressed. Another area I'm very impressed with the AWE Track Edition system is the price. Again, mid 700 bucks for all of this. Premium materials, premium build quality, and a very unique tone. Again, making this the most affordable muffler deleting catback of its kind currently here at AM. And if I can be completely honest, at that price point, this thing is a complete bargain. But let's switch gears and talk about the install. And as I pointed out at the very top of this video, expect a no-brainer, right? Full bolt-on installation here, requiring you just some basic hand tools, making for a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty scale, maybe an hour or 2 of your time before you're making some noise. You'll want to first start by removing that factory catback. In order to do so, grab your socket set and loosen up the 2 sleeve clamps securing your factory catback to the forwardmost pipes there. And then from that point, remove the 2 bolts securing the hangers to the rear subframe, and you can drop the entire system from the car. Just be careful though, guys, it is all one piece and can be a little tricky to do by yourself. Once the factory stuff is out of the way, you can get to work installing the new AWE system, starting from front to back, of course. That will be the best advice I can give you. So hang that H-pipe using the 2 sleeve clamps you removed in the first step, and then just basically work your way from front to back, starting with the bullets, the tailpipes, and then finally the tips here. But save your final tighten up to the very end. This way you can make some small adjustments before you really torque everything down and your installation is complete. Plain and simple here, gang. If you're after one of the most aggressive catbacks in the category for the least amount of money, the AWE Track Edition might just be your system. Factor in a quality build and no drone, and you got a premium catback for an entry-level price. So that is my review of the AWE Track Edition, which you can grab right here at AmericanMuscle.com.